Bunny Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Boku no Hero Academia chapter 304. So this is what we've all been waiting for. Deku is going to be talking to his predecessors. I'm really looking forward to this, and I know you guys are too. So without further ado, let's get to it. I can feel it inside of him. However, I can barely sense it happening. Ooh, this is gonna be good. What happened to everybody? I hope they're all okay. Aizawa-sensei, Manuel, Rocklock, Gran Torino, Kachan, Tagada-senpai, Ryukyu, Todoroki-kun, Ida-kun, Endeavor, Hado-senpai. Ooh. This is everything. We are in a conference. Love it. We need to have a talk before you wake up. Yes. This is beautiful. And this chapter is titled Izuku Midoriya and Yagi Toshinori. Look how beautiful this is. And there's All Might. He looks good. But man, look at it. Look at everybody. And everyone's gathered around. Sorry to put this on you while times are still this tough. This is fate. Well, it's more of a timing thing, really. Bando-senpai talked to you last time, right? Oh man, this is so gorgeous. I swear to God, Bones, you better not fuck up this art. I want what I want here. I'm sorry I have to talk about this, but motherfucker, I have to talk about this. What I want when this gets adapted, I want something like art and animation wise, I want it to be so surreal and abstract, like something you would see in Mob Psycho 100. I want it that abstract. I want like water / oil painting style of art. Oh, give me that, Bones, and I will be so fucking happy. Let's see. One for all successors in a vision again. But it looks like we have a bit of time here. Previously, we were only able to interact with you when you were severely mentally shaken. And oh God, seriously, give me abstract art and animation. Bones, please do this or I will be so pissed. In the last 4 months, my power, one for all, has been growing exponentially. Oh my God. And with that increase in capabilities, profiles of the previous holders of One for All were copied and pasted, and over time we were able to communicate with one another as well. Since the previous encounter with my brother forcing himself inside our domain, it's become easier for us to come before you. Well, your privacy is safe, so you don't need to worry about being watched all the time. You have no mouth again. I was able to make noise. My voice is slowly manifesting itself in this realm. What did you mean about having to talk? This is a boot. Says a boot. I will do the talking. My name is Shinomori Hagake. I am the 4th user of One for All. Your previous fight brought forth my power through your will. Danger sense. Yes, spider senses. Holy shit. Right. You scared me there. Sorry. I was alerted to be alert to your alertness manifesting. What a way with words. Mr. Shinomori here is a weirdo hermit who lived in the woods because he was so irritable when it came to society. It was a turbulent time. I wasn't the weirdo. Everyone else was. Are you aware of my age and cause of death? You were 40 cause of death was, All Might's file didn't list a cause of death. No, it looked like he scratched it out while writing it. It was old age. Old age at 40? I didn't understand why either. Pancho and I were discussing it amongst each other, but it was through Yaki-kun that we were able to understand. In layman's terms, One for All is no longer able to be held by a regular person. Ooh! Huh? I held One for All for the longest out of anyone aside from Yagi-kun. For those 18 years, I evaded, All for One while training this power. With his phenomenal strength, I realized that I would never be able to beat him in that state. I just had to nurture this power myself so that someone else could do it. And in my final year, the quirk broke my body. At first, I thought it was a case of me having a weak constitution, at worst a chronic disease. But with Yaki's existence, he would confirm all theories and suspicions for me. My dying of old age, it meant that One for All will slowly but surely burn away the life force of any one of its holders. I'm sorry, I have to say it. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God we have something similar to the Titans in Attack on Titan, that it affects your lifespan, that the wielder of the Titans can only survive for 13 years after gaining its power. Thank fucking God. I'm talking about, the main Titans in particular. Thank fucking God. Life Force, that's terrible. But wait a moment. What about All Might, who held One for All way longer than Shinomori-san? That's the thing we're trying to say. Yaki thought that the incongruency in lifespan had to do with some invisible limit to the load each of us could take on. I didn't have One for all that long, and I died while fighting, so there wasn't a lot to compare it to. Which led to Shinomori kind of wondering to himself if Yaki had something he didn't. Ooh, All Might is quirkless. I figured that had to be the case. But, But something that's going to be interesting is All Might didn't yield all of the quirks, though, that One for All has. Did he? So gotta wonder. Right. It's with Yaki-kun, who's still alive today, that we earn this information. As a model of his subconscious, relays all the information he learns back to us. We haven't brought it up with you just yet because we weren't so sure, but after listening to my brother, I believe the confirmation is clear. The idea that a portion of a quirk's user's conscious permeates within the new user makes us wonder how and why elements of Yaki-kun's being are here despite him being quirkless. We thought that a successor's consciousness manifesting itself in this realm was tied to their quirk. But Yaki being quirkless is different to all of us, so he's a unique sample that we'll have to observe. It seems as though Yaki alone was able to summon our consciousness without knowing about it himself. For 40 years, Yaki-kun has had One for All. Those who are born with the quirk already have their metaphorical cup filled, and adding One for All to their cup makes it crack and spill over, leading to what happened with Shinomori. Toshinori's was an empty cup, so One for All likely conformed and fitted itself to become his true quirk in a sense. Again, this makes sense. I'm fine with this. But here's the thing. All Might did not use all of the quirks that One for All has, though. He did not do that. But Deku is going to do that. And if Deku does that, it's going to shorten his lifespan. That's what it seems. Though though it's still unknown as to the casual relationship between One for All being inherited and adapting with the user's quirk. It looks as though the least to offer, the quirkless, have the most potential when inheriting this power. God, I swear to God, Bones, I better be getting abstract art and animation. If I don't get that up in here, I'm going to be so mad. In summary, we cannot risk passing this quirk onto normal people already blessed with quirks of their own. That One for All needs to be given out cautiously. That's what you're saying? That's what you're saying. Yep. With each generation, quirkless people have become more and more infrequent, which means potential applicants are limited. This is something neither you, Yagi, or any of us could have predicted. The fact that One for All was passed on to you was nothing short of a miracle. If only we were able to communicate with our successors faster. Perhaps we could have prevented the tragic deaths of more people. In other words, kiddo, you may be the last successor of One for All. Woo! By the way, this fucking page. Or sorry, this fucking panel. Oh my god. But that's the thing though. We don't know. There's still maybe quirkless out there. But the other thing is too, to keep in mind, is that we have incidents like what we've seen in Vigilantes where quirks get stolen. But again, we don't. The only thing in Vigilantes though that I gotta play devil's advocate on is that we don't know as of yet if, for example, with Knuckle Duster, we don't know if his quirk is going to be returned yet. We don't know. Once we find out about that, then we can say something like that. But something we do know though with Tagada though, his quirk came back for a minute there. His quirk returned thanks to Eerie. So it's weird. It's just really weird. This whole thing is weird. Anyway, anyways, that was the main topic. Izuku-kun. Are you able to kill Shigaraki Tamura for me? Oh, sorry. Alright. I want to make... I feel like this sentence is wrong. I think it's supposed to be anyways on to the main topic or something like that. But anyway, we'll know with the official translation on Sunday. But now this is a very interesting point, something that I've been wondering about. It's time to put the tinfoil hats on here for a sec. This is something I've been curious about, is if Shigaraki is going to die or not. If Shigaraki and Dabi / Toya are going to die or not. Or if it's just going to be one or the other. I've been saying that I think that Toya might survive and Shigaraki might die. Especially based on what we saw in Kingdom recently. I feel like Toya might actually live. I do. Part of me thinks that Toya gonna survive. Because in regards to Toya does want to be... I feel like Toya wants to be saved. And unlike Shigaraki, where you have All For One basically has almost complete control of his soul. If not all, I want to say... maybe 95% by now. I think it might be too late. I don't think Shigaraki can be saved at this point. But we'll have to wait and see. But I think if Shigaraki doesn't die, I think the fan base is going to be pissed the fuck off in all reality. But... And the other thing is and this is why... Another reason why Shigaraki gonna die. Is because if he doesn't die, unlike Toya, if he doesn't die, then there's no way he can be saved. No. Because I feel like this is kind of like... I know this is... I keep thinking about... And I said this last week in regards to making the comparison to Boruto. Again, we don't know how shit is going to go down with Boruto in regards to getting Momoshiki out. Because that's what I feel like Shigaraki is. Shigaraki is kind of like in that Momoshiki situation. Boruto Momoshiki situation. But here, I feel like it's kind of too late. Unless you tell me there is a way to get All For One out of Shigaraki, there's no way Shigaraki gonna survive. The thing is with Toya though, especially with, what we found out about Quirk psychology, Quirk/villain/hero psychology, I feel like Toya can be redeemed. I do. I honestly believe Toya can be saved and that Toya might actually survive. Shoto, yes, he's gonna have to fight and defeat him, sure, but I honestly think that there's a way to execute this where Toya survives. I do. I know I might be fucking nuts for believing it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. And it's the same thing for Toga. I think Toga can be redeemed. She's not that far gone. She's not. She's in a very similar situation. All Toga wants is a fucking friend. All Toya wants is, to have the love and recognition from his father. That's all he fucking wants. In regards to Shigaraki, it's, again, with Shigaraki, and this is why, as I said, Shigaraki's gonna die, Shigaraki is just, he's basically all but possessed, completely taken over by All For One. Unless Horikoshi can give me a good reason why, or a good reason, a good solution on how to get Shigaraki out of, unless Horikoshi can give me a good logical explanation to get All For One out of Shigaraki, and the only way I can think of would be that machine that was in the hospital, or in the villain factory, but that shit's destroyed. So, there's that. Unless there's another villain factory somewhere, which, again, there probably is. Again, there's multiple villain factories up in here. There is. I know it's weird to believe that there is. But there are. There are multiple villain factories out there. I'm not underestimating that shit. In all reality, I can't underestimate the number of villain factories that are out there. Plus, fucking, All For One's probably getting more villain factories built anyway. So, there's that too. That's why I'm just like, maybe you got that possibility going on. And there's also the eerie factor. Very curious what you guys think. The only other way I could see it working, possibly working, is using Eerie. If you use Eerie or the Quirk Deleter, that would be the only other way Shigaraki gonna get out of this and be redeemed. But that's, oh god, you'd have to flat out use Eerie, because I don't even think the quirk deleter would get rid of All for One. I'm really curious what you guys think in regards to that. Who do you guys think is going to survive this? Do you guys agree with me on at least Toya surviving? I honestly think Toya's going to survive this. I do. Based on everything, I think Shoto going to defeat Toya, and they're going to, through it, they're going to have like a breakthrough. They are. I could see it happening. I've seen it happen in manga. So I honestly believe that's going to happen. It's going to be an epic ass fight though. Not gonna lie, it'll be epic as shit. But yeah, I could see it happening. Shigaraki, he's it's a toss up. It is. There's a slim chance he will survive. But man, ooh, as I said, Horikoshi gonna have to use Eerie to do it. But Shigaraki could survive and live a normal life, technically. If you use Eerie, and if you use Eerie to get All for One out, and use Quirk Deleter on top of that, because we have seen quirks being removed before. We have, not just deleted. We've seen it be like flat out removed in Vigilantes. So, gonna be very interesting. And I know it's Vigilantes, but still, we've seen it, and we've also had the connection there. Vigilantes is canon, okay? We've already had that being established. I'm really curious what you guys think in terms of who's going to survive, in terms of villains. I honestly would like to see, oh god, I would love to see Toga survive. I would. I really honestly believe Toga can be redeemed. I don't think she's that far. I really believe Toga I'd love Toga to survive. Part of me thinks Toga's gonna die. I really don't want her to die. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Toga. I think Spinner gonna survive. But I'm really curious what you guys think, how Horikoshi gonna do this. Do you think both are gonna survive? If it's done right, I think both will survive. And either the fan base is gonna love it or hate it. If it's done the way that I think it's going to be done, like I said, I won't be pissed. If it's major hacks, then I will be fucking pissed. But in regards to what we got this chapter, in regards to the logic of One for All, I'm very satisfied with this. I'm very satisfied that only the quirkless have been able to survive so long. But it's going to be it will be very, 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 very interesting. I think, but the only thing I will say, again, put my tinfoil hat on this one, getting back to this chapter, is I think with Izuku utilizing all of the quirks that, One for All has gathered, and saved, I think that's going to still affect his lifespan. Because as, it was said, it overflowed, so to speak. So I think Izuku, his lifespan's going to be shortened. Oh, damn straight. If his lifespan does not shorten, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Boku no Hero Academia content, there's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.